Welcome back to Studio 701. Our next story features the winner of a master bedroom makeover contest.
Yes, Abby Krebs is the winner of the contest, and we'll show you the incredible before and after pictures of her master bedroom soon. But first, we'd like to share a little bit of her personal story. The mom of two has been faced with a tragic loss in the last year and a half that few of us can imagine.
We met when I was in high school, actually. It was his senior year. And I had went to prom with one of his friends. So that was how we met, and then dated a couple of years after that, and went to college and stuff together, so.
Mike and Abby eventually got married and started a family together. Their two boys, Aiden and Mason, share the best of both of them.
Aiden has Mike's personality, and Mason looks like him.
Reminders of her husband that Abby now holds more dear with each passing day.
My husband, Mike, he died last April, so April of 2020. He was in a four-wheeler accident, just freak accident in our neighborhood, actually. So, and sustained a head injury, and then was in the ICU for a couple weeks, and just wasn't going well. So yeah, he passed away April 10th of 2020.
In the home they shared, there are pictures of Mike everywhere, and his likeness lives on in his two sons.
It's kind of interesting because Aiden was a little over a year and a half when Mike had passed away. And just like some things he says, I'm like, oh my gosh, like that was your dad. Like, can't believe you just said it. But I feel like it makes me happier than it would sad, because it's like even things that he doesn't even realize that. But I'm like, that is like totally like your dad, like characteristic. It doesn't make me sad or anything. That it makes me like more happy than anything, that it's like, oh, just all these things like still lives on, and we still like look at pictures, and I am so glad I have like hundreds of thousands of pictures and videos and stuff.
Abby helps keep his memory alive by showing her boys videos of their dad, sharing their daddy blankets and daddy bears. She's also choosing an outlook on life that includes joy, what Mike would have wanted.
Like from the day he passed away, I was like, he would not want me to just like sit and mope around and like be sad that he died, but rather like happy about the life that he lived. And so I guess like we try to honor that as much as possible. And obviously there are like harder moments, but I try to not make like those moments like consume the whole day. I tell a lot of my friends, I never wish like this situation on anybody. However, I wish like the outlook on life of it for people, that they could see like things aren't that big a deal. Or if your kid colors across your whole wall, like it's just color, just go paint over it. Like who cares that it happened? It's just the little things that can be fixed, and at least they're here and healthy and happy, and really at the end of the day, does whatever situation you're in, is it really that bad?
She's an incredible woman.
Absolutely.
And her positive outlook on life, I think, is an inspiration to us all. I'm trying really hard not to cry right now. That outlook is one reason she won this master bedroom makeover, which we are so excited to share with you guys. So stay tuned as we get to show you that makeover and find out what it meant to Abby. Plus, we get to see her little boy's reaction to that brand new master bedroom makeover, and learn from Hannah all about the women builders who made her dream makeover into a reality. They're coming up next.